Hi, my name is Elizilka and I go by Hannah. I'm the author of Blue Mountain Miz. I was given the title of prophet, but I'm also slightly funny. In this particular case, we are going to talk about the top 10 reasons Hannah studied gay men. So, first of all, and why she finds them so damn interesting. First of all, you have to understand she was a regular, boring, office kind of girl, civilian, chosen, put with gay men inside Wolfville at one particular time, or perfectly bisexual. Now, what's interesting about this is, and why she found it so interesting, is because she wanted to know every single thing. Well, she got the answers. First of all, she thought man to man is no big deal. She got educated. Well, one's the female and one's the male. I did not know that. Number two, when we think of gay men, she was told that they all love each other. I think the planet needs to be all gay then. Number three, when we think of gay men, there's a variance between two gay men and what is bisexual. Bisexual is a very secure man, nude, with another partner, but has a preference for women. That's a big discrepancy between male bisexual and two gay men. Number four, when we think of gay men, a lot of them should not be looked on as horrid because they belong in Prophet Hannah's garden. So we want to do the media component as very, for example, not safe, but with full protection to them, because they also belong to Hannah's garden. Now, at the beginning, what were the dialogues? They were absolutely horrific. When Hannah dealt with the gays, there were certain things a straight female didn't get. In Wolfville, they were called faggots 1,000 times. This was quite normal at the very beginning. You have to understand, they had to get used to you. You had to get used to them. But there was another reason why she was calling them faggots, because she protected them, but she felt Lucifer's entourage, made up of the strictly gay men that the richest sleep with, who have a fetish for gay on gay, didn't protect her as a female at one particular time. Because you have to understand, this is like a fox going into a chicken's coop and everything's flying around. There's a bonding issue there. Number six, when we think of gay men, we have to understand a lot of them are rape victims. This is very, very important because we are trying to push a world with not one teardrop. Well, every gay man, like most straight women, are actually have experienced some type of rape. The problem is, it's not the male component of gay that is very, very vulnerable. It's the female component. I mean, that's a full-blown injury to a man who's constantly being bounded. Now, if you've ever had anal sex of any type, this is very, very painful psychologically. It breaks humans. So, when you're doing the real evolve, you don't want to interfere with this community, because this community has a particular standard that protects civilians. You have to understand, some of these men are always used as James Bond because they don't have families, so they're perfect candidates to fit as James Bond. Some selected. The problem here is it's not the component of interference. It's just that, like I said, when you're doing the real evolve, you want to ensure that what Hannah experienced, which is men, the female portion of the men with a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of tears, shaking. We don't ever want that again. So, it's not about going down on another man. That's the issue at this particular time when we're doing the real evolve. It's about, should men use possibly toys when they're about to like take a dip. So that is another component of the gay community. When we think of old historical ideologies of Christianity and Judaism and Islam, they look horrid at the two gay men going at it. In the future, they wanted to eliminate everyone just at the fact that India is able to make love to different communities and not blink. Now that is very, very advanced. So when we do the real evolve, you're gonna get proposals that are absolutely interesting when it comes to sexuality. Now this is from a prophet perspective, from a straight female perspective. So the other day, someone in the armed forces said to Hanna, we're actually trying to liberate women. Now you have to understand, Hanna comes from a Muslim background, and I told that gentleman to please not talk about a female's wants and needs and desires. Like, do I tell them where they can stick their dinglings? So that was my response to them, because I understand this old psychology of Islam, the old psychologies of Christianity, and we want to, when we do the proposals, which again, Prophet will probably do 2 or 3 at the most critical ones, and the rest will strictly be the staff, to be able to give all these children a chance to present, and media and all the revenue portion of part 2 that she is doing. And now you have to understand, she's working injured. So the reason why she wants to do the 2 or 3 components, because in her mind, she understands the holy, the divination, the sky, the proper, the civility. But when we look at this, we also want to be very, very secure as women, or very, very secure as men, because we actually are trying something different in this little town, imaginary town that we are creating. We want to try something called heaven, which is not one teardrop around the borders, because remember, Hanna dealt with a lot of the genetic test victims. It was brutal in the C3 era. Now, hidden warfare, did you lose a loved one? It is probably related to cluster 3. So that is where we are today. Please do support it. And again, for the gay, lesbian, transgender societies, I do 100% apologize. Yes, there was very strong verbiages that went back and forth, but you have to understand how difficult it was for a civilian female. And us women, we get cheated on, we get abused, we get this, and now we had to deal with gay men. It was not an easy thing to digest from the perspective of a womb. Also, the fact that, we're sharing our men, we did not quite like that. But Hanna, being Wolf, found a way around all of these things. So please do support the real evolve. Like I said, the only thing that will stop Hanna is she has had some trouble enforcing the legality component, and it is not fair to the individual who likes to work. There are individuals who do like to work and doesn't believe in theft. So we not only want to design this heaven area very, very proper, we also want to design it without theft. If China and Beijing and India and Turkey want to steal, they can stay on their own side. But we want actually to try, without being a Mormon, something very, very modern without theft, that incorporates every single walk of life, which makes the flowers of Prophet Hanna's garden. So that is where we are today. Thank you for your support.